Welcome back to the channel, HBNR families. So in this video I'm going to walk you through the process of how to cut and sew this cross bag. So if you are new on this channel, please kindly subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop a new video you will get notified. Let's get started. HBNR. I've already cut the pattern of the bag I want to make. So the length I used is 10 inches and the width is 7 inches. While the small pocket is 7 inches in length and the width is 5.5 inches. So I'm going to fold it like this, and after folding it I'm going to measure 1.5 inches here and also 1.5 inches here. I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom area, so I want to cuff it like this. You can as well use your free hand if you believe that you can do that without measuring it. So I'm going to do the same thing here, 1.5 inches and 1.5 inches here. So I'm going to follow the same step for the small pocket pattern, but for the small pocket I'm going to mark 1 inches here and also 1 inches here. So now I'm going to use the pattern to cut the fabric. The fabric I'm using here is Cordura material. So I'm going to place the pattern, the big pattern on it. So the big pattern I'm going to cut 2 pieces. So and I'm going to add seaming allowance to every part of the pattern. As you can see, I'm not cutting the exact pattern. I leave an allowance of 0.1 or 0.2. It depends how you wish your allowance to be. So it is must for you to leave an allowance while cutting the fabric. So I'm going to cut 2 pieces for the big one. So now I'm going to place my small pattern on the fabric as well, and I'm going to add seaming allowance to it also. Now I'm going to cut lining for each pieces. So I'm done with the cutting of the pattern. This is the zip I'm going to be using, and I need to cut side patch for the bag. So I'll be using 1.5 inches for the side patch. So I'm going to measure 1.5 inches and I'm going to cut the 1.5 inches for the side patch. So after that, we are going to move on to the sewing section. So first thing I'm going to do is to sew the lining of each pieces. I'm going to sew it together like this. After sewing the lining, this is how it looks like, and now I'm going to notch the center of it. So I'm going to do the same thing to the bigger size as well. So I'm going to place the zip at the place I notch in the left side, and I'm going to take the measurement to the where I notch at the right side. So that's where my zip is going to end, and I'm going to mark the zip because this zip is longer than what I want to use. So I'm going to cut it and I'm going to remove some teeth from it, and I will later put zip stopper there. So I'm going to remove some teeth there and I'm going to put zip stopper after removing it. So I'm going to place the 1.5 inches side patch. I'm going to place it on the zip like this, and I'm going to stitch it on the zip. You should be careful about the teeth of the zip in order not to break the needle. So after that, I'm going to sew it. So I'm going to place it at the area I notched, and I'm going to start my stitching there. So when I'm about to reach the end of the zip, I'm going to stop like this. So I'm going to attach my zip stopper now, and I'm going to use this plier to pin it down. So I'm going to place the side patch to reach with the edge of the zip like this, and I'm going to cut it out. So I'm going to place it on the zip. So I'm going to place the side patch on the zip like this. So I'm going to run my stitch on it like this. and after that I'm going to continue my sewing from here. I'm going to continue my stitching from here. So this is how it looks like after sewing the zip and the side patch on the first pieces. So I'm going to take the smaller pocket and I'm going to follow the same step as I've done in the first. So I'm going to follow it to stitch the smaller pocket on the bag. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I drop new video. So when I'm done with the stitching of the smaller pocket, now I'm going to take its pattern. So the smaller pocket pattern of the bag, I'm going to place it on the bigger one like this, and I'm going to chalk it. I'm going to trace it out. So after tracing it out, I'm going to fold the pattern like this to find its center, and I'm going to mark the center of it at the top. So I'm going to fold the smaller pocket of the bag like this as well, and I'm going to notch it, the center of it. So I'm going to place the center I notch on the center of the pattern. So I'm going to start my stitching. So I'll be following the line I sketched out on the pattern. I'll be following it. So after the stitching, this is how the bag looks like. As you can see that it's about to get done. So you just need to be calm when running your stitches so that the stitch will be neatly done. I'm going to find the center by notching this area as well, and also I'm going to notch the center at the top of these big pieces as well. After notching it, I'm going to place it on each other. Look the way I'm placing it on each other. So here I'm done with the stitching of the bag. So now I'm going to turn it to the right side. I'm going to open the zip and turn it to the right side like this. So as you can see that the bag is done. We've finished stitching the bag. So the next thing is to add rope. So the rope that will cross the shoulder, that's the only step that remains. So I'm going to add it at both sides of the bag. So I'm going to open it like this, and I'm going to place the rope at the center of the side, at the side area like this, and I'm going to stitch it. So after stitching it, I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, and our bag is done. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop any video, you will get notified. Thanks for watching. So after the stitching, this is how our cross bag will looks like.